Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Okay, so the topic of today is Korean AKALI, also known as the tank AKALI build. What are your views on this, Callsign?
I think it's incredibly dominant. Well, actually, I'm not sure it's dominant. I just think that it's strong. It's definitely exciting just to be able to see AKALI getting played again, since she is one of my favorite assassins. Although, it's kind of sad to see that she needs to be played in such a niche way in order for her to be strong.
So what do you think so great about tank AKALI? Or why is she being used so frequently in games?
A lot because she just fits into that sort of tank carry build, or tank carry kind of area that a lot of characters are using right now. A lot of what we're seeing with like Master Yi and Fiora for sure. She fits into that I do 500 million fucking damage and have 11,000 health, which is an incredibly dominant ability in any meta, but especially in this one where just that kind of thing is dominant.
So with the Titanic Hydra attack damage nerf, do you think that she's going to be used as much, or she's going to be good?
I think she's still going to be strong. Korean AKALI didn't really heavily lean on the need for Titanic Hydra, but I think that it definitely is part of what just made her as dominant as she is. I think that she's going to be weaker for sure, but it's also, she's kind of going to get weaker as well as the other incredibly dominant top laners.
So with all of the champions that have these sort of builds, tankiness, that do damage, do you think that Riot is going to nerf some of these tank items, such as Spirit Visage?
I think a lot of these champions and these items are definitely going to receive nerfs, not least among which would be Spirit Visage, Sunfire Cape, Frozen Heart probably. We're seeing a lot of Nasus for sure, and he definitely benefits a lot from a lot of those items, so I think we'll just kind of have to hide and wait, because Riot has a habit of just kind of fucking with us for no real reason. Although they need to nerf Sona already, because god damn.
Alright, so have you play tank AKALI often? Is that true?
I do.
What are your experiences with her? As far as gameplay, do you find her, do you like play good with her? Are you, explain to me that.
I generally do fairly well with her. I mean, she's fairly easy, considering that a lot of people don't really know what to do against her.
So on that term, have you had any games where you've been heavily countered by a certain champion or a build or something?
Oh yeah, pink wards are definitely still going to be a great counter for AKALI, because she definitely relies on that stealth a lot. Another, Malphite was really fucking annoying to fight, because he just kind of shits on your dreams all the time with his silly shit. Since Malphite is definitely going to be strong against Korean AKALI, since she just kind of has to sit in that stealth, and Malphite can definitely counter that stealth, and he can counter her dash, which is really strong with her engage. AKALI's always been countered by people who can counter her stealth and her engage, so a lot of AKALI's power is definitely going to go down.
So do you think that tank AKALI is a good champion that can carry teams as far as 1v5ing or team fights?
Well, I'm not so sure she can 1v5. I think that's kind of a job for traditional AKALI.
Yeah.
Tank AKALI can for sure carry games. I've had games where I can have my entire team feeding, but if you get about... But I've gone 4-0 in the laning phase and just utterly snowballed the entire game. Yeah. AKALI in any form can definitely carry games, assuming you can play her right. Managing her dashes, using the kills in a access to get those dash resets, all that kind of good stuff can definitely get you to carry games. And really, AKALI doesn't take too much time to learn. It's really just about decision making, which is kind of the core mechanic of League of Legends anyway. So,
Yep.
I think anywhere from bronze to diamond, you can definitely carry games with Korean AKALI.
So, do you see this tank AKALI Korean deal being played in higher levels for a while in the future? Or do you see it dying off fairly quickly?
I don't know if it'll die off quickly, because it's still pretty rare. I've actually have yet to encounter more than like 3 other people playing Korean AKALI.
So do you think it's dying off already, or do you think that people are picking it up?
I think that it's still kind of coming up. I think it's a lot like Blue Ezreal. Like, I didn't see a lot of Blue Ezreal until, like, I was probably on Sneaky or Meteo's stream where somebody went Legendary and Challenger with Blue Ezreal.
Yeah.
So, I don't think it's going to die off soon. I think it's definitely going to become incredibly dominant if Riot keeps going with the quite intense nerfing of a lot of the dominant top lane champions like Fiora. That's definitely going to be something.
Yeah. Well, that's all the time we have for today. So thank you, Callsign, for coming onto the channel and talking about tank AKALI.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Yep, I'll see you next time.
See you next time.